What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to the Welsh Way here with Aberystwyth Town. So we are now approaching the final quarter of the season. The league is now split into two. We've done 2 games in the new split now, and I think we have the chance to get into Europe this season. Real distinct possibility. So we're going to the league table. You see that we currently sit in 4th place, which is very good. I believe the way it goes is top team going to Champions League straight away. I think that's a definite certain, I know for sure. Then I believe it's the top 5, so 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, go into a European playoff. And the team in 2nd, I'm not sure. I think the team in 2nd either have Europe already, like Europa League, or have to play off for it. But I definitely know 5th face 4th. Whoever wins that game will face 3rd, and then maybe it's Europe. I'm not too sure of how these rules work and things like that. At the end of the season will obviously tell us that, you know, what will occur and things like that. But we sit in 4th, which is a very, very good place. Only a few points behind Port Talbot, who we just faced and drew against, so overall it's not too bad there. Bala and TNS seem to be running away with the league title, so we can't really do much there. I guess the main thing for me would be either finish 4th or 3rd. What is the money rewarded for finishing in them 2 positions? So 4th get 8,000, 3rd gets 10,000. Of course, the 2 extra K will mean a lot. But either way, I'll be happy if any of these finishing, considering at the start of the season we're expected to get 8th. My media prediction was 8th. I told the board I'd avoid relegation. I'm overachieving everywhere by everyone's standards, so doing very well there. Thing I want to point out is we score a lot of goals. We are the top goal scorers in the league, but still we concede way too many. But that's something I'm going to have to address next season, because this season it's just something we sort of deal with game by game. So we'll go into the fixtures and we'll have a look. So last time you saw me was the TNS game where we lost 3-1. Sadly, we faced Port Talbot next game, and I did go in there to control the match, and sadly we did control the game, and we probably did enough to win the game. But we ended up walking away with 0 points. An own goal from Stuart Jones pretty much, you know, gave Port Talbot the win. You know, should have done a lot better. Just defensively, really, in this match. They had a great game. Look at Lee Sermon picking up a 9 rating there. Overall, we could have done a lot better here and really should have walked away with at least a point. Then we faced Carmarthen twice in the bounce. And this was an interesting game because, of course, I've not played them this season. So if we lost to them here, we could theoretically be saying, you know, we're going to lose 2 on the bounce, and that could put us in a tricky situation trying to qualify for the top half, the championship group. But we won the first one 3-1. Pretty comfortable win, despite the stats not showing it. Hislop missed the penalty but scored the rebound. Carl Thomas gave us the lead yet again after McCresh equalised for Carmarthen, and then Davies scored the Davies, sorry, I think I've been calling it his wrong name for the last episode and stuff, but Davies scored in the 90th minute to give us a 3-1 lead. A 3-1 win, sorry. In the away game afterwards, pretty much, less than a week later, we won 2-0. So again, another good performance here. But a little bit better. Had a little bit more dominance over them in this match. Did get a man sent off, but Carl Thomas has already given us a 1-0 lead at that point. And overall, you know, 71st minute, we were 2-0 up and, you know, pretty safe to the win. And then, of course, we did walk away with all 3 points. After that, we faced Connor's Quarry. Now, Connor's Quarry gave us a difficult time, if I can remember rightly. Yep, they drew 3-3 of us, surprisingly. And, I wanted to avoid that they, you know, gave us a run for our money this game, and they did manage to score 2, but then again, it seems most teams managed to score 2 against us, but we managed to get at least 4 against them. Looked a slight bit more comfortable, had a lot more of the ball than them. A Hislop double, a Stuart Jones goal, and a Carl Thomas goal, giving us a 2-goal win, 2-goal deficit win over Connor's Quarry, and overall a good performance, but one I would expect. Also saw 2 new signings playing this game. I haven't gone over the transfers, I probably should do that, but I'll go over it now since there weren't too much going on. Luke Fleming signed, a young goalkeeper. He got his, I think he got his debut in this game, and Ryan Connolly as well got his, made a game, had an appearance here. They both came back, they needed a rest after this because they've been playing football for another team, but overall, you know, good debuts there for them. I believe it was their debut. I don't actually remember. Yeah, it was their debut. He's only ever made 1 appearance for us. But yeah, they both played their debuts there. Haven't played since, but, you know, it looked good when I saw them. And, you know, just a good win against Connor's Quarry. Bangor City then followed that in the last game of the normal league season. And we lost 3-0 to them, sadly. Lee Davies and Danny Williams scoring against us in a game that, again, probably didn't deserve to lose, but on the day. They took their chances very well, unlike us with 9 shots on target. I really would be expecting a lot more goals. A couple of poor performances from James Pritchard. I think it's James, isn't it? Yeah, James Pritchard. Our strikers obviously having a bad game, Hislop and Thomas. So, of course, not very good. After that, we faced Preston in the cup. Now, I did say I really wanted to win the cup, and sadly, we got eliminated from it 2-1. We took the lead very early on with Callaway, and that was a great way to start the match, obviously. But then they equalised pretty late on with Kevin Richards, and we dominated the game. Look at the possession; 60% of the ball was coming to us. It's just that when we went forward with it, we didn't really do much. And you know, it's the same thing that you see happen like week in, week out with most teams. Like I see this happen with Chelsea when I watched them. Or even if you want to be a bit more recent, the Chelsea City game. You know, City had a lot of the ball, a lot of dominance, but you can have as much of the ball as you like, but if you don't do anything with it, you're not going to win a game. You can easily pass it around your own half, in the middle of the park, but unless you get the ball in the other team's half and you're actually penetrating and creating chances, you know, that stat means absolutely nothing, and this game was a great example of it. It meant nothing because end of the day, they took their chances they got. They actually got a lot more chances with a lot less of the ball. So, obviously, we were just dilly-dallying when we were passing it. We were just passing around. They were letting us. They were running a lot. They were preserving energy. And they managed to get their goal in the 100th minute to progress through to the next round. So, really disappointed not to get through the next round of the Cup. Who actually got through to the quarterfinals? And who did they get? They got Grotta United, who we actually lost to earlier on in the Premier Division Cup, I think it is. But out of all of them teams, you know, Bala, TNS are obviously, I think, the two that will progress to the final. I think one of them will go on to win it. But we could have had a really good chance of getting quite far in this cup, which would have been great, obviously. So after that, we split into the two leagues, which is the Championship Conference and the Relegation one. And of course, we're in the Championship one. So we faced Bala away from home. We lost 3-0. Disappointing. We haven't played too badly against Bala in the past, and to lose by quite the goal distance, I think, real kick in the teeth. David Hislop as well, missing a penalty, of course, would have made it 1-0, probably would have changed the game. So as a result, we wanted to move on swiftly from. Faced Port Talbot, and overall 2-2, not a bad game, you know, probably did deserve to win it, but you get what you get given at times, and this was a game that I'm happy to say we picked up a point against. They were above us in the table, and they still are, obviously. Didn't want to lose ground on them, so a point at the end of the day, I think, suited both of us quite well. So the remaining fixtures are as followed, you know, Rhyl, Afan Lido, TNS, Bala, Port Talbot, Rhyl, Lido, and TNS. So the last game I will live com, obviously, because it could mean a big thing. Yeah, it could mean a big thing, so I will definitely live com that. And of course, if there are European playoff places like I expect, I will live com all of them games as well, because getting into Europe is a massive step in this target, and it's amazing that we've managed to do it. Would be amazing if we could do it very early on in the first season. So we have a game against Rhyl today. They are currently bottom of this group. If the league were to meld together yet again, they would find themselves 8th, so quite interesting. So this will be the team I'm probably... Actually, no, we're going to change it. We're going to put Luke Fleming in. And we're going to put Ryan Connolly in. And otherwise than that, this is going to be the team. So pretty much the same team as you normally see, apart from the two that I've just put in. Barry Morgan, I've kind of kept him out of the team. No real reason, I prefer Bill Arbroski currently. Apart from that, pretty much what you normally see every time I've live com so far. So we're going at their counter purely from the fact it's away from home. I do feel we could theoretically outplay them. I'm going to tell them calmly, good luck lads, show everyone what you can do. And also I'm going to add an instruction very quickly. We are currently playing wider, so that is fine. But we're going to look to exploit the flanks, because if you actually saw, I'll go on it actually if you didn't. They're playing a narrow formation, we can do it here. So they have attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder, 2 centre mids, 2 strikers. So I'm guessing they're going to go narrow. So if we can exploit the wings, attack down the wings, we'll definitely get an advantage out of this game. Hopefully anyway, I mean that's the idea behind it, because the only player down the wings will be their fullbacks, and of course 3 of our fullback and our winger going and attacking 1 player, we're obviously going to outnumber them. So Callaway with a real chance on the wing. Hislop almost scored less than a minute into the game. Just exactly what I just said there. We exploited the wing, we exploited the advantage we're going to get down there, and a good cross. Sadly, Hislop couldn't get the header right. Another chance there for Hislop, but Ramsey with the save. So overall, dominant performance so far. I've got the league table up on the bottom of Rhyl seem to benefit from this so far. They're obviously aiming to win this like us. Thomas is dispossessed a bit too easily there as Davies. What a shot. Whoa, what a goal as my door slams shots and a huge gust of wind comes past. I probably should have shut my window before this, but oh well. Davies with a great goal here. Everything that's going on around is me. So, great chance. Picked up the ball just outside the box. Got a little bit of space. Bealey's marker and slots it home nicely with his left foot. Good goal. Puts us up into fourth. It keeps us in fourth, I should say. Sorry, not puts us up. But at least gets us level points with Port Talbot, which means if they slip up, we have a real chance of gaining on them. Crossbar there for Ronaldo. First chance. Maybe the goal will give, bring them to life, One goal can do that in the game. And it seems like they're definitely pushing forward now. They've got really nothing to lose. They might as well start throwing bodies forward, even at this early stage, just to try and get the goal back. Everyone's doing all right, apart from Aaron Lemon, who looks complacent. Was that? I think. Here we go. Another Rhyl attack here. Oswell. Well, wide. It pretty much hit the corner flag. That was very, very poor there. Yeah, so Lemon is looking complacent. Davies with the chance. Oh, almost caught out Ramsey in goal. Davies whips this one in. Tries finding Jones at the far post, but can't. We need to be careful here. We don't want to get dispossessed and counter-attacked. We are dispossessed, and there you go. There is a resultant counter-attack, which I didn't want. Although, there you go. We managed to snuff it out, which is good, which is what you want to see. Thomas, Hislop. Hislop with a goal. 2-0, very easily done. Big ball forward. Thomas knocks it onto Hislop, and Hislop fires the ball home. Gets us back into a positive goal difference, which is what I want to be seeing at this high up the table. But look at that. Despite all the bodies around him, despite all the pressure, cool collected head for a guy with only 4 finishing, and fires it home. Hislop is currently our top goal scorer actually as well. And I think he's 5th in top goal scorers in the division as Thomas tries to go for a spectacular shot there. Looked like he tried to chip the keeper, but it goes over in the end. Callaway seems to have picked up a knock there, which isn't ideal. Maybe his fitness was low beforehand and I didn't see that. But might want to sub him off. This game looks pretty dead and buried, but that is being very, very complacent to say that. We're going to shut this down, the league table, since it seems like we are the early kickoffs in this weekend, so it won't really make much of a difference because no one else has really played. Rhyl with a chance here to get one back just before half-time. Will they? No. Poor set piece and managed to clear it, but only to McManus. No, it is cleared away in the end. So, 2-0 half-time. That is exactly what we wanted to see. We have got the lead. And please keep it going, lads. There we go. That is what you want from Team Talk. I'm going to actually make a change to Callaway. Callaway picked up a slight knock. Like I said, this game I feel is dead and buried, so Pritchard can come on, 16 years of age, and get himself a bit more match experience. Because I'm not too sure how many of these players will be here next season. A lot of the good players here either have said they don't really want to sign down to a new deal, so I've offered them quite large wages and things like that. But if next season I can't support that wage bill, I'm going to have to try and sell these guys. So it looks like youngsters are going to be the way forward for this team, just because apparently, this is from what the players are saying, the squad's not good enough. Despite being 4th in the table, the squad is not good enough, or the squad's not up to their standard, or whatever. All these excuses being fired my way. So the youth looks like the way forward, and also, I'm yet to pick up my youth recruits, I want to say, although that seems like the wrong word to use. But yeah, the youth recruits for this season, so it's interesting to see who we get out of that, and if they can influence the first team. It's Hislop here with the chance. Hits the post, very, very unlucky there. Like I said, this game looks dead and buried, so anyone else looking a little bit tired? Not really. So I'm happy to keep everything the same. I could have brought one of my centre backs on, but I don't really want to change the defence too much, considering it's going alright. 13 minutes to go, we'll make a change. We'll bring on Hoy because Connolly is looking complacent. And we'll bring on Mark Jones. Mark Jones has found himself on a goal drought, and hopefully he'll get a goal here. Considering the chances that are coming coming our way, maybe he'll be lucky and get in a good position to manage to score and end the goal drought and help boost his morale anyway. Since he is our number 3 striker and he is the guy that I always bring on as a sub, unless it's 10 minutes remaining. And I feel the game is gone, which I'll bring on Humphreys, but I feel Jones needs the minutes now to try and get a goal, which is why he's going to come on. This half is pretty much flown by, not really much going on. Rhyl have got back in the game a lot more, but still not enough to really compete with us. And Hislop, great triple save there from Ramsey. He first saved it from Pritchard, then from Hislop twice. Really, really good saves from the keeper there. Probably kept his team in this a little bit more. Davies with a beautiful free kick. Absolutely beautiful. He is our set piece man. It's nice to see him bury a free kick over the wall. I don't really see a wall there, it's just a mountain of players, and beautiful top corner. That is a lovely free kick. And there you go, this game is over 3-0. We probably deserved the 3-0 scoreline considering how dominant we've been. Could have been a little bit more, but a couple of chances didn't go our way, and very good goalkeeping from the Ramsey's Rhyl, whatever. Whatever, we'll move on. From their keeper, there you go. Very pleased. And, yeah, so, we are sitting 4th, currently, drawn on points with Port Talbot, which puts pressure on them, which means if they slip up, we'll get that 3rd spot. Fans jubilant, etc., etc. And who's this guy? Ben Collins, former Bala player, okay. But yeah, this will be it for now, guys. Things I want to go over quickly though, we're going to player stats. I want to show you that Hislop is currently 4th now with his goal in that game. Ryan Davies, despite only being 18 and never really making too many senior appearances before, is one of the highest assist makers in the league. A lot of headway being made there. Our squad is very, very young and playing surprisingly well considering the quality of players in the side. Didn't pick up any awards for January, and I don't think you saw December either. And Player of the Month, I don't think, again, we really made an influence on that. And last month's Team of the Month, we did. Chris Venables and Davies getting in there, the midfielders, I should say. So, at least we're influencing Team of the Month a little bit. Our players are playing well. The average match ratings are pretty high. It shows that overall our squad's been playing very well. And yeah, something else I want to show you actually right now is, like I said, the contract expiry thing. A lot of our players say they don't really want to sign, and this is a huge chunk of our first team. So Carl Thomas will be leaving at the end of the season, 41 years of age. I'm happy to have him for a year, but I think now it's probably best to get someone younger in. I just think the first year I really wanted to make sure I didn't get relegated, so that quality of player was fine. Peter Hoy, not really sure if I want to tie him down for a deal. I feel like I don't anymore because of Connolly we brought in. Callaway I would like to tie down to a deal, but then again I'm not really sure because I feel like I can get a better right mid out there. These two are definitely leaving. Stuart Jones, again I feel we've got better centre backs who are younger coming through. Aaron Lemon I would like to keep because I don't think Gwynedd is exactly good enough right now. And Nobroski I really would like to keep. He's a very good player, he's only 21. But they all say the same thing, which is pretty much, apart from the fact that I tried getting one off him already, and he said, I want this. He wants to stay, but I don't really want him as a coach. Just find someone that will say what I want them to say. I'm not interested, in joining the club, basically, they say that, but they always add a little bit more onto that than just the main chunk. No, see, they all say this thing, and I don't really feel like offering them an amazing deal because I don't want to pay £100 a week for a bloke that I may only use for a year. I might as well bring in someone like Humphrey, someone like Gwynedd, someone like Franco, someone like any of the other players. They're very, very young in the team. Pritchard, for example. So this is going to be it for now. Next time you'll actually see me back will be the last game of the season, TNS, which will hopefully clear up of how these, European qualification things are going to go through and etc. and things like that. So until next time, guys, peace out.